In the symphony of existence, silence is the note that gives meaning to every sound. This thought encapsulates a timeless truth that resonates profoundly with the philosophy of Stoicism, a school of thought devoted to cultivating inner strength, wisdom, and equanimity in the face of life's inevitable chaos. Imagine standing amidst the whirlwind of daily pressures, voices clamoring for attention, responsibilities piling up, and unforeseen challenges testing your resolve. Now, picture yourself not reacting impulsively, but rather retreating into a calm, unshakable stillness. This is the essence of Stoicism, finding strength not in noise, but in deliberate silence. Today, we embark on a journey through the transformative power of silence. This is not merely about withholding words, but about embracing a disciplined inner quietude that nurtures clarity and resilience. In a world that glorifies constant action and ceaseless expression, silence can appear counterintuitive, even alien. Yet, for the Stoics, silence is a deliberate practice, a tool to master emotions, sharpen perception, and cultivate wisdom. It is through silence that we gain the ability to see beyond surface distractions, to hear the subtle truths that noise often drowns out, and to act with thoughtful precision. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the relentless pace of modern life, drawn by the desire for deeper reflection, or intrigued by the idea that less can indeed be more, you are exactly where you need to be. Together, let us delve into the art of silence as the Stoics understood it, not as an absence of sound, but as the presence of profound strength. Here lies an invitation to transform noise into meaning, chaos into calm, and fleeting moments into enduring wisdom. 1. Inner calm and composure, the silent anchor in a turbulent world. True calm is not merely the absence of external chaos, but the mastery of one's inner world, a lesson deeply embedded in the heart of Stoic philosophy. When the world around us becomes turbulent, it is easy to be swept away by waves of emotion, reacting impulsively to the constant demands and pressures. Yet, the Stoic stands apart, not by fighting the chaos, but by anchoring themselves in a profound inner stillness. This silence is not passive. It is a form of active composure, a deliberate decision to remain centered amidst disorder. In those moments of tension, when emotions surge and situations grow heated, speaking too quickly or too much can often magnify the problem rather than solve it. The Stoic understands that silence grants power, the power to pause, to breathe, and to choose a response rooted in reason rather than impulse. By mastering this practice, one cultivates an unshakable inner calm that becomes evident not just in how they act, but in how they react. Consider a scenario where conflict arises, a negotiation, an argument, or a moment of personal trial. The instinctive response might be to defend, to explain, or to retaliate. But imagine the strength of choosing silence instead. In that silence lies control. Control over oneself, over the escalating situation, and over the perceptions of others. It signals not weakness, but immense self-discipline, a rare and admirable trait in a world driven by noise and haste. This calm, however, is not merely tactical. It is deeply philosophical. It reflects the Stoic commitment to focus on what is within one's control, the self. No matter how chaotic the external world becomes, inner composure remains a sanctuary that no external force can breach. By speaking less and observing more, the Stoic not only preserves their energy but sharpens their perception, allowing them to discern what truly matters. This is the essence of calm, the unwavering strength born from silence, clarity, and thoughtful restraint. 2. Strategic use of silence, commanding the invisible force. In a world where words flow endlessly and responses are often expected in an instant, choosing silence is a counterintuitive yet profoundly effective strategy. Stoicism teaches us that silence, when used intentionally, is not a void but a powerful presence. It serves as a strategic pause, a moment to regain composure, evaluate the situation, and make calculated decisions. Unlike impulsive words that may betray emotions or weaken one's position, silence commands respect and attention. It leaves others in a state of uncertainty, forcing them to speculate on your thoughts, intentions, and next move. Picture a high-stakes negotiation or a heated debate. The natural impulse might be to assert oneself through a torrent of words, but the Stoic approach is different. Instead of reacting defensively, the Stoic chooses to remain silent, observing, listening, and allowing tension to unfold. This deliberate pause unsettles others. They begin to wonder, what are they thinking? What will they do next? In this uncertainty, the silent individual holds the upper hand, not through manipulation but by maintaining control over their reactions and emotions. Silence, in its essence, creates space. Space to think clearly, to assess the dynamics of the moment, and to prepare a thoughtful response rather than a hasty reaction. This form of silence is not passive resignation. It is an active engagement with one's inner world, fostering clarity and deliberate action. Moreover, strategic silence reflects a core Stoic virtue, wisdom. It demonstrates the understanding that not every situation requires immediate input, and that true strength often lies in measured restraint rather than excessive expression. In practice, mastering this art means learning to resist the urge to fill every gap with words. It means embracing discomfort, understanding that silence can be more powerful than speech. By doing so, one cultivates a presence that is calm yet commanding, mysterious yet approachable. This silent strength, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, becomes a tool for navigating life's complexities with poise, confidence, and unwavering self-control. 3. Deep observers, gaining power through quiet perception. In the philosophy of Stoicism, wisdom begins with perception, not just seeing what is obvious, but discerning what lies beneath the surface. Those who speak less are often those who observe more, cultivating an acute awareness of their surroundings and the people they interact with. Silence is the gateway to this heightened observation, providing space to notice the nuances that others overlook. By holding back their words, the Stoic becomes a keen observer of the world, gathering insights, understanding emotions, and detecting unspoken truths that words often fail to convey. When we choose silence, we give ourselves the opportunity to study the dynamics of any situation without distraction. We learn to listen beyond mere words, picking up on tone, body language, and context, details that can reveal more than what is being said. This observational skill, honed through silence, allows the Stoic to gain a deeper understanding of others' motives and intentions. Such clarity becomes an invaluable tool in navigating both personal relationships and complex social interactions. Moreover, silence sharpens our ability to reflect inwardly. While others may react impulsively or become entangled in unnecessary conflicts, the silent observer pauses to assess not only external circumstances but also their own thoughts and emotions. This reflective habit fosters self-awareness, a crucial element of Stoic practice. By understanding themselves better, Stoics enhance their ability to act in alignment with their values, ensuring that their responses are guided by reason rather than fleeting emotions. In a world driven by constant noise and distraction, those who cultivate the art of observation through silence wield a quiet power. They see clearly, think deeply, and act decisively. Their strength lies not in what they say, but in what they perceive. This ability to gather wisdom from stillness is what elevates them, enabling them to approach life's challenges with insight, balance, and unwavering confidence. For the Stoic, silence is more than just the absence of speech. It is the foundation of thoughtful perception and purposeful action. 4. Masters of self-control, the silent guardians of inner power. Self-control lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, a discipline that demands mastery over one's impulses, emotions, and desires. For those who speak less, silence becomes a shield that protects this inner mastery. In moments of conflict or emotional turmoil, words can often be a double-edged sword. A careless remark, an emotional outburst, or an impulsive retort can unravel composure in an instant. The Stoic, however, chooses restraint, understanding that true strength is not in immediate reaction but in deliberate response. Silence, in this context, is a conscious exercise of self-discipline, a practice that fortifies the mind and preserves dignity. In life's challenging moments, speaking less is an act of power. It is not born of fear or passivity, but of a deep understanding that what is left unsaid can often carry more weight than spoken words. By controlling speech, one controls the narrative, shaping interactions not through volume but through precision. This silence acts as a filter, allowing only meaningful, thoughtful responses to emerge. It ensures that what is communicated is not the product of fleeting emotions but a reflection of reasoned thought, anchored in Stoic virtues. But self-control extends beyond words. It encompasses the ability to remain steady in the face of provocation, to resist the urge to prove oneself unnecessarily, and to stay focused on one's higher purpose. In a world that rewards those who speak first and loudest, choosing silence requires immense courage and inner strength. It demonstrates confidence in one's values and a refusal to be swayed by the clamor of external pressures. By mastering the art of self-control through silence, the Stoic achieves a rare form of freedom. Freedom from being enslaved by impulse, freedom from being ruled by external forces, and freedom to act in accordance with their true nature. This mastery over oneself is what sets the Stoic apart, enabling them to navigate life's storms with grace, wisdom, and unwavering resolve. Through silence, they become guardians of their own power, silent, yet unshakably strong. 5. Effective listeners. The silent path to genuine understanding. In the Stoic pursuit of wisdom, listening is not merely an auditory act. It is a disciplined engagement with the essence of another's thoughts and emotions. Those who speak less have cultivated the rare art of effective listening, a skill that requires both patience and presence. In a world where conversations often turn into contests of who can speak louder or faster, the Stoic approach to listening stands out as profoundly different. It is rooted in a deep respect for the speaker, an intentional act of empathy that seeks to understand rather than to react. Effective listeners know that silence creates a space where others feel truly heard, where their words can unfold without interruption or judgment. This silence is active, not passive. It signals attentiveness, signaling to the other person that their thoughts are valued. More importantly, it grants the listener an opportunity to absorb not just the literal words being spoken, but also the underlying emotions and intentions. Through this process, one gains a clearer and fuller understanding of the situation at hand, fostering deeper connections and mutual respect. But Stoic listening is not limited to external interactions. It extends inward as well. Silence allows for an internal dialogue, a reflective listening to one's own thoughts, fears, and desires. By listening inwardly without bias or haste, one can discern what is truly important and align actions with core values. This inner listening cultivates clarity, helping the Stoic to separate superficial concerns from genuine priorities. Thus, the Stoic practice of effective listening, grounded in silence, becomes a powerful tool, not only for improving relationships but also for deepening self-awareness. It teaches us that wisdom is often found not in speaking, but in hearing, not in asserting, but in understanding. In this quiet exchange lies the potential for growth, harmony, and the kind of profound connection that transcends mere conversation. Through listening, both to others and to oneself, The Stoic moves closer to mastering life with thoughtful intent and enduring grace. 6. Clarity of thought, distilling the essential from the superficial. In the Stoic tradition, clarity is not an accidental byproduct of thought. It is the result of deliberate mental discipline. Those who speak less often think more deeply, for silence provides the fertile ground in which clear, reasoned thought can take root. In a world overwhelmed by noise, distractions, and endless streams of superficial information, the ability to pause and reflect in silence is a rare and powerful skill. It is in these moments of quietude that the Stoic mind sifts through the chaos, discarding the trivial and holding fast to what truly matters. Clarity of thought, however, is not achieved by mere absence of sound, but through active engagement with the self. By retreating into silence, one gains the perspective necessary to evaluate situations without the distortion of emotional turbulence or external pressure. This reflective process enables the Stoic to make decisions based not on fleeting impulses, but on enduring principles. When noise is stripped away, priorities become clearer, and actions can be aligned with one's values and long-term goals. Furthermore, silence offers the time and space to question assumptions, challenge biases, and refine one's understanding of the world. It invites the Stoic to engage with complexity thoughtfully, to seek wisdom rather than quick answers, and to cultivate a mindset that prioritizes depth over immediacy. This cultivated clarity becomes a source of strength, allowing the Stoic to act with precision in moments where others might falter in confusion. In practice, embracing silence as a means of fostering clarity is a profound exercise in self-mastery. It is about learning to quiet the inner noise, the doubts, anxieties, and unnecessary what-ifs that cloud judgment. It is about filtering distractions and focusing attention on what lies within one's control. By speaking less and thinking more, the Stoic cultivates a mind that is both disciplined and discerning, capable of navigating life's complexities with unwavering focus and thoughtful intent. Thus, clarity of thought, born from silence, becomes more than a mental state. It becomes a way of life. It empowers the Stoic to live with purpose, make deliberate choices, and engage with the world meaningfully, undistracted by the superficial and guided by the essential. 7. Embody humility, the silent virtue of true strength. Humility, in Stoic philosophy, is not about diminishing one's worth or accomplishments. It is about recognizing one's place within the greater whole. Those who speak less often embody humility more fully because they are not driven by the need for constant validation or recognition. Instead, they quietly allow their actions to speak for themselves. In a world that rewards self-promotion and incessant displays of achievement, choosing humility requires profound inner strength. It is the silent acknowledgement that while we may achieve much, we remain subject to the same universal forces as everyone else: time, fate, and fallibility. To embody humility means to approach life with a balanced perspective. Successes are not occasions for arrogance, and failures are not sources of despair. The Stoic understands that external outcomes, praise, status, or criticism, do not define their intrinsic worth. This detachment from external validation cultivates a quiet confidence rooted in self-awareness and self-respect. Speaking less reinforces this humility, for it shifts the focus from projecting an image to nurturing substance. Moreover, humility fosters openness to learning. Those who are humble recognize that wisdom is never complete, that every person encountered may offer new insights, and that life itself is an endless journey of growth. By listening more and speaking less, the humble Stoic becomes a perpetual student, always seeking to refine their understanding and broaden their perspective. This humility is not weakness. It is an active strength, a deliberate choice to remain grounded amidst both triumph and adversity. In practice, humility manifests in the way one engages with others, with empathy, respect, and a genuine willingness to learn. It means setting aside pride and ego to create space for deeper, more meaningful connections. The humble person does not need to dominate conversations or assert superiority. Their quiet presence is enough to command respect. By embodying humility, one cultivates a serene inner world, free from the burdens of comparison and ego-driven pursuits. Ultimately, humility, when practiced in silence, becomes a source of true power. It liberates the Stoic from the endless pursuit of approval and allows them to focus on what truly matters, living a life of integrity, wisdom, and virtue. Through humility, we find not only our strength but also our freedom. For it is in letting go of the need to be exalted that we discover the quiet dignity of simply being. 8. Promoters of peace, cultivating tranquility through silence. In a world fueled by arguments, misunderstandings, and emotional volatility, those who speak less naturally become promoters of peace. The Stoic recognizes that peace is not merely the absence of conflict. It is the result of thoughtful restraint, empathy, and intentional action. Silence, in this context, serves as a powerful tool for de-escalating tensions and fostering harmony. When emotions run high, words often act as fuel to the fire, escalating situations into unnecessary conflicts. But silence, when wielded wisely, creates a pause, a space where calmness can prevail and clarity can emerge. Being a promoter of peace does not mean avoiding confrontation at all costs. Rather, it means engaging with conflict in a way that seeks resolution, not dominance. By choosing silence in moments of tension, the Stoic demonstrates self-control and wisdom. This silence is not passive. It signals that they are listening, processing, and seeking a thoughtful approach rather than reacting impulsively. In doing so, they defuse potential escalation and encourage others to mirror their composure. Moreover, silence invites reflection. When we choose not to respond immediately, we give ourselves time to understand the true nature of the conflict and the emotions involved, both ours and others. This reflective pause allows us to approach the situation with empathy, recognizing that every conflict carries a deeper narrative, often rooted in fear, misunderstanding, or unmet needs. By listening and observing, the Stoic gains insight into these underlying causes, enabling them to respond with wisdom and compassion. In practice, promoting peace through silence means learning to resist the urge to have the last word or to win every argument. It means recognizing that peace is often achieved not through victory but through understanding. When we speak less and listen more, we cultivate an atmosphere where dialogue replaces discord and mutual respect replaces hostility. This approach not only enhances our relationships but also strengthens our inner tranquility, as we are no longer pulled into unnecessary battles that drain our energy and disturb our peace. Ultimately, those who embrace silence as a means of fostering peace embody a core Stoic principle: the pursuit of harmony, both within and without. They understand that true strength lies not in loud proclamations, but in quiet resolve. Through silence, they create a ripple effect of calm, encouraging those around them to act with similar restraint and thoughtfulness. In a world that often rewards noise, the silent promoters of peace stand out as beacons of wisdom and serenity, offering a path to a life grounded in clarity, compassion, and enduring calm. 9. Reflective and intentional communicators, speaking with purpose, acting with clarity. In Stoic philosophy, speech is not merely a means of expression, it is a reflection of one's inner state. To the Stoic, words hold weight, and their careful use is a testament to one's discipline and thoughtfulness. Those who speak less are not silent out of reluctance, but out of intent. They understand that each word carries the potential to build or destroy, to clarify or confuse. Reflective and intentional communication, therefore, is not about saying more. It is about saying only what truly matters. When we speak with intention, our words become purposeful and deliberate. Rather than filling the silence with idle chatter or impulsive reactions, we choose to engage thoughtfully. This restraint is not about withholding expression, but about ensuring that what we say adds value to the conversation. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize substance over superficiality, and in communication, this means speaking only when our words contribute meaningfully. It is through this intentionality that we gain credibility, as others come to recognize the depth behind our measured speech. Reflection, however, is the foundation of this practice. Before speaking, the Stoic pauses, contemplating the potential impact of their words, considering whether their response aligns with their values, and determining whether silence might be the wiser choice. This reflective process allows the Stoic to navigate interactions with poise and clarity, avoiding the pitfalls of impulsivity that often lead to regret or misunderstanding. In essence, reflective communication is an exercise in self-mastery, ensuring that every word uttered serves a purpose aligned with reason and virtue. Moreover, speaking with purpose fosters deeper connections. When we communicate thoughtfully, others feel heard and respected. Our words, chosen carefully, carry more weight because they emerge from a place of genuine consideration. This approach not only strengthens our relationships, but also reinforces our own sense of inner calm, as we no longer feel compelled to engage in unnecessary or unproductive discourse. In a world saturated with noise and haste, the ability to speak reflectively and intentionally is a rare and invaluable skill. It transforms communication from mere exchange to meaningful interaction, rooted in wisdom and guided by clarity. For the Stoic, this practice is not merely about being understood. It is about embodying the virtues of restraint, respect, and reason in every word. Through reflective and intentional communication, we learn to wield silence and speech as tools of insight, fostering both personal growth and harmonious dialogue. 10. A balanced life. Harnessing silence to cultivate inner strength. In a world that equates constant action with productivity, embracing silence can feel counterintuitive. Yet, for the Stoic, silence is not the absence of effort, but a crucial part of a balanced, intentional life. It is in these quiet moments that one can reflect, recharge, and realign with their core values. A life governed by constant noise, both external and internal, is a life perpetually pulled in different directions, fragmented by distractions, overwhelmed by demands, and drained of clarity. The Stoic recognizes this and, through deliberate silence, seeks to restore balance and inner strength. Living a balanced life does not mean eliminating action, but ensuring that action is purposeful. Silence becomes the counterweight to activity, allowing the Stoic to pause and consider. Is this action necessary? Does it align with my principles? In doing so, one avoids the trap of meaningless busyness and instead engages in life with intention. The Stoic's aim is not to do more, but to do better, to act in ways that are thoughtful, deliberate, and aligned with their higher purpose. Moreover, silence cultivates the resilience needed to face life's inevitable challenges. Just as physical strength is built through periods of rest after exertion, inner strength is developed in moments of quiet reflection. It is in these pauses that the mind finds clarity, allowing the Stoic to return to the world with renewed focus and fortified resolve. Without such moments of silence, even the strongest mind can become fatigued, clouded by the relentless demands of life. Yet balance is not merely an individual pursuit. It extends to one's interactions with others. By speaking less and listening more, the Stoic fosters relationships built on understanding and respect. They learn to offer their presence rather than their opinions, creating a space where others feel valued and heard. This balance between speaking and silence, action and reflection, strengthens not only the individual but also the community around them. Ultimately, the Stoics' practice of cultivating balance through silence is a testament to their pursuit of wisdom. It is a recognition that life, in all its complexity, requires both movement and stillness, effort and ease. By embracing silence, they find the clarity to act with purpose, the strength to endure with grace, and the wisdom to live a life that is not merely full, but deeply fulfilling. Through this balance, they embody the essence of Stoicism, a life lived with calm, courage, and unwavering intent. Conclusion. As we conclude this exploration of silence and its profound connection to Stoic philosophy, remember that true strength is not always found in words or outward expressions. It resides in the quiet depths of a composed mind, in the deliberate pauses between actions, and in the thoughtful restraint that transforms chaos into clarity. The power of speaking less lies not in retreat but in mastery. Mastery of self, mastery of emotion, and mastery of the moment. It is in silence that we find our truest selves, free from the noise of the world, aligned with our values, and ready to act with wisdom and purpose. This practice is not easy. In a world driven by constant stimulation and rapid responses, choosing silence requires courage and discipline. Yet it is precisely this quiet strength that allows us to rise above distraction, to focus on what truly matters, and to navigate life with grace and composure. By embracing the art of silence, you are not only cultivating a more centered mind, but also fostering deeper relationships, clearer thinking, and a life guided by intention. If you found this journey into Stoicism inspiring and wish to continue developing your inner strength, I invite you to join our growing community. Together, we are not merely learning philosophy, we are living it, applying its timeless wisdom to modern life, and becoming better versions of ourselves. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay connected as we continue to explore the depths of Stoicism, ancient wisdom, and personal growth. Thank you for being part of this path toward a more thoughtful, balanced, and meaningful life. Stay grounded, stay reflective, and, most importantly, stay true to your inner Stoic.